Karine, going back to the intelligence community's conclusion, what led them to conclude that these objects could very well be benign?
So, not going to get into the kind of the intelligence community process. What I can say is that they are considering, there's strong consideration that these objects are indeed benign, but just not going to get ahead of their process here.
Senator after senator at this all senators briefing this morning wanted to know when the president is going to come forward and speak to the American people. I mean, the U.S. does not shoot objects out of the sky every day. Why hasn't the president come forward and spoken to the American people about this?
So I know your colleague asked my colleague this earlier today during his gaggle. And look, the president is taking this very seriously, and he's receiving briefings regularly from his national security advisors, and he's going to continue to do that. We are sharing as much information as we can, as possible, but we do want to make sure that the American people understand that there's no need to panic. The president took this action, as I mentioned earlier, because the objects were indeed flying at lower elevation, and they were in civilian airspace, and we wanted to make sure that we protected that airspace. But again, we want to also make sure that the Americans are not do not panic during this time.
A question about the process. Can the Pentagon shoot down an object without presidential approval, or does he need to give his okay first?
I can tell you this process and what occurred during the three objects, and also, as you know, the Chinese surveillance balloon. The president was indeed very involved, and the president listened to the recommendations clearly that he got from the Pentagon, and he took action as commander-in-chief. I don't have anything further beyond that on any other protocols or how it's normally done, but I can say we also, the standing up of this interagency team is going to help provide us, give us some additional protocols on how to move forward on these issues.
And then just a question about the salvage operation. I know that the teams haven't been able to get to the debris yet. Have the salvage teams been able to locate the debris?
That's a really good question. I would have to refer you to the Pentagon on this, on the specifics, if they've been able to locate it. What we know is the weather conditions have indeed prevented them in these three locations to actually retrieve the debris. But again, there's intensive operation underway. We want to make sure that we get the debris from the object. We believe that it's important for us to do that. The president believes it's important to do that. Just don't have anything further on that.